Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something pretty fundamental, I think. Those moments when pain just feels completely overwhelming and, your prayers, your deepest hopes, they just seem to hit a wall of silence. We're drawing from a really powerful short piece called Embracing Silence, Finding Meaning in Pain. And our mission here is to unpack some surprising ideas found in that silence, in suffering, actually, seeing how someone found a new kind of meaning, a new trust, even when everything felt like it was breaking apart, because honestly, there are times pain is just louder than faith. Maybe you felt that too, that awful silence.
Yeah, and what's really compelling, and the source points this out so clearly, is that right in that unbearable silence, the person describes hearing him. But it says, not with my ears, but in my spirit. So it's not an actual sound, it's more like a deep inner knowing, a connection. And it happens precisely when the usual comforts aren't there, when everything feels closed off. It suggests that maybe clarity can come from that void we usually fear.
That's so counterintuitive, isn't it? We naturally run from silence, from pain, yet this suggests something vital is right there. And that leads to this huge shift, the source says. Jesus didn't give me an escape from pain, he gave it meaning. That just completely reframes suffering, right? It stops being just something awful to get through or avoid. It becomes almost a pathway, maybe to understanding. But how does pain get meaning? Is it finding a lesson or?
Well, I think it's maybe less about a specific lesson like, learn patience or something simple. It's more that the pain itself acts as a catalyst. The source implies it's through going through it, not around it, that a stronger, maybe more authentic self emerges. So the suffering itself, it changes from being purely destructive to something that actually builds character, deepens trust, like, breaking down muscle to build it stronger. It's definitely not about saying pain is good, but seeing its potential for interchange if you approach it differently.
Okay, so it's not about dodging the storm, but finding a new way through it, or maybe discovering the storm itself can, build a better ship.
Exactly, precisely. And connecting that to the bigger picture, the source then says something really key. Faith isn't about feelings. It's about trusting even when everything breaks. That's a crucial difference, isn't it? Our feelings, they can be all over the place, reacting to everything. But this kind of trust, the source suggests, it goes deeper than emotions. It's like a steady commitment, an anchor. It holds you even when things look absolutely terrible, even when your feelings might be screaming the opposite. It's a conviction that sticks.
Wow. That really shifts things, doesn't it? It suggests that maybe the strongest kind of trust only really shows up when everything is broken, when there's nothing else left, just that core belief. And the power of that realization is clear. The source wraps it up saying, that moment changed everything for me. It really hammers home that these huge shifts can happen right in the middle of adversity. Not after it's over, but right in it. Finding clarity in the dark, maybe, when all the noise finally fades away.
So if we boil it down, the core takeaway for you, listening, is really about that profound shift, moving away from just wanting escape from pain, towards finding meaning inside it, and that surprising clarity you can find in silence, especially when feelings aren't really guiding you anymore. It's a reminder that even in the toughest times, there's potential for growth, for unexpected connection.
Yeah, and what really stands out for me is how that genuine trust can actually emerge when everything feels shattered. This deep dive gives such a clear example of that.
Yeah.
It shows that sometimes the biggest insights don't come when we're comfortable, they arrive in the raw struggle. So as we finish up, here's something for you to maybe chew on. If real meaning, if a deeper connection can actually be found in those silent, painful moments, what insights might be waiting for you in the discomforts you usually try so hard to avoid?
Yeah, maybe reflect on your own times of silence or struggle.
Yep.
How might this perspective, challenge how you usually think about where real understanding, real resilience actually comes from?